Hey guys, it's Vadim with MaxTech, and like many others out there, I've been trying to find a security system for my backyard that covers both my gate and my shop to make sure nobody's snooping around out there. The only problem was that I couldn't figure out how I would wire it all up and connect it to my phone, especially since the Wi-Fi reception out there near the shop isn't great. Well, I'm happy to say that I've honestly found the perfect solution by far, and that's Eufy's new wire-free S330 eufyCam 3 security camera system with 2 cameras that support 4K quality and solar charging. Yes, you heard that right. It's completely wire-free and supports constant solar charging, requiring only 2 hours of sunlight per day to basically stay charged up perpetually without having to come back and charge the batteries all the time. I literally didn't know that something like this existed or was possible until Eufy reached out to us to sponsor this review, and I'm honestly so happy with every part of my experience with this security camera system, especially since there's no monthly subscription. Yes, it's completely free month to month, unlike so many other competitors. So what I'm going to do in this review is split it up into a couple of different sections, including the incredibly easy installation and setup, the quality of the cameras for daytime and nighttime, and the software in terms of the app and the features of the cameras. Now, I cannot stress how incredibly easy the installation was, since everything you need is in the box, including the 2 palm-sized cameras, the HomeBase with the power adapter, all of the hardware bits for installation, an Ethernet cable that connects to your router, a charging cable, and manual. Now, setting it all up is very simple. Just plug the HomeBase into power and connect it to your router, then download the Eufy security app and create an account for free. Once that's done, add your HomeBase as a device by scanning the QR code on the bottom, taking literally only seconds to connect, and then you can easily update the firmware. Then add each camera by simply pressing the sync button on the back, which starts playing sound through the speakers to connect it to the HomeBase, and once both of them are done, voila, that's it. The only other thing you have to do is get them charged up for the first time, which you can do directly into the back of the HomeBase or by simply using a wall charger with the included cable. Now, the HomeBase also includes a spot for an optional hard disk drive, which is very easy to access by removing the magnetic lid and simply clicking it into the enclosure and sliding it into the HomeBase. Then just open the app, which by the way supports Face ID login, go to the storage management section and format the drive. That's it. You've got a bunch of long-term storage, especially if you want perpetual recording. Now, moving on to the actual hardware installation, it's so incredibly easy because they include these adapters, which the camera screws onto, with a ball joint for adjusting the angle. Just grab the included install guide sticker, place it wherever you want, drill 2 holes, then put in the included anchors and screw down the static portion of the base adapter. And because it's completely wire-free, all you need to do is screw on the second half of the adapter and then finally the camera, and bam, there you go, it's done. And because that was so simple, without having to fumble with a bunch of wires, it made it a lot easier to install on the fascia of my shop, which is a harder to reach spot, but it literally only took a couple of minutes to do it, and it was done and ready. So I've got to give Eufy a ton of credit for how easy this installation was, and I'm actually blown away by how well their software ran during the installation process. No hiccups, no crashes, just pure, reliable setup throughout the whole process, which is refreshing because I've used some other software from a different brand for my doorbell camera, and let me tell you, it was and is painful at times. And now with that said, one of the most important things to a security camera system is the app, including how well it works. So before I get into the quality of the cameras, let's show off the Eufy security app. First and foremost, of course, we have the home page right here showing 2 of our cameras and the Eufy HomeBase. Right here, we have the events tab, which shows different events that happened throughout the day. Like for example, when I was setting it up, it actually shows the modes I was switching and that it was seeing a human. It literally says human right here, which was me setting it up. And on top of that, it can detect everything from humans, vehicles, pets, basically everything using the BionicMind AI. You can also go into the HomeBase, then face management, and you can even add familiar faces to your own app so it's gonna recognize you and not set off the alarm. For example, just go into the albums, then choose a face which has detected me right here, add in my own name, say it's a family member, which is me, and bam, there you go, the familiar faces have been added. Let's actually add in just one more. Where is my wife over here? There she is. Boom, that's my wife. Add her in just like that. Now they also have the security tab right here, which you can switch between the different modes, and each one has a bunch of customizations like the different delays for the alarm or leaving, and you can switch different things for each camera to do, like for example, video recording, notification, or the different alarms you want each one to do. And you can also go back and, for example, turn on geofencing, which will use your GPS location to see when you left your house to switch to a different mode, which is definitely cool. Now we also have the Explore tab, which here, Eufy Security shows off a lot of their other products, including some of their discounts. As you can see, you can order additional things like an add-on camera if you want 3 instead of 2. You can even order their floodlight, their video doorbell, smart lock, alarm system, and a lot of these products will work together. But getting back to the devices tab, as you can see, I have my 2 cameras and my Eufy HomeBase, but I'm gonna go into the BionicMind AI face management, which basically uses smart AI to detect new faces, which you can review and approve, adding them to the system. Of course, you've also got the AI empowerment, which uses the automatic smart AI to detect things like the cars and animals, which is in beta, or of course humans. Now over here we have the storage management page, which you see the local storage, about 16 gigs, and the 1 terabyte hard drive, which I added in manually, but the HomeBase will accept either a hard drive or SSD, up to 16 terabytes, which is a ton of storage. But let's go back to our camera view and let's go over to the shop. Now check out how fast this is. Boom, that is the live preview. That is literally audio playing. Oh, it looks like a train. Train is going by, so I'm just gonna mute the audio with that button right there. Now, as you can see, there's a hold and speak button. So you could literally just hold it and say a message to whoever's out there. Hey, what's up? You have the little record button right here. So it'll literally record a clip. Let's say you see somebody on the camera, you want to record it, tap record, there you go, it's going. And as soon as you hit stop, it actually goes to your camera roll right there. There you go. On top of that, you have this little scissor button, which just literally takes a screenshot, puts it into your camera roll as well. And we have some more options over here where we could actually turn on an alarm. Okay, so that's going outside. That's probably really loud. I'm just gonna hit the stop button. That's probably really loud out there, so I'm gonna turn it off. And then you have this button right here, which turns on the spotlight. Obviously right now we won't see anything out there because it's very bright, but I tested it out, works great. You also have the night vision, which you can switch between the black and white night vision or the spotlight. And then we have the little gear icon with a bunch of different settings. You can see the solar charging if it's working well, you see the Wi-Fi connection, you see the battery. You can actually go into the motion detection and change the sensitivity. I've adjusted this zone, so if anything walks into here, it's gonna give me a notification. On top of that, we have the power manager. You can optimize for battery life, you can optimize for surveillance, you can even go into the solar dashboard and see how the solar charging is working. As you can see, over the past few days, it's charged up to 100% using solar alone. And then going back, we have the spotlight settings, which you can set it to very high brightness. And then we have the anti-theft detection and the privacy zones, which literally you can see I set up a privacy zone right there. Now finally getting into the quality, I'm gonna switch over to my backyard cam and show you guys how great the 4K quality really is. Pinch to zoom and you can zoom in live into your feed anywhere you want. And like guys, this quality is crazy good. I checked it out and I looked at myself, especially at night, and I was blown away by the level of detail you can see on my face with and without the spotlight on, even the night vision. And then of course you can just hit this button and go into full screen mode if you really want to take a closer look and take advantage of your entire display. But I've gotta say that the combination of incredible video quality and especially the flawless software within the app just blew my mind. Everything just works. You don't get weird glitches, the app doesn't crash, it does what you want it to do without issues, and that's hugely important for a security camera system. But out of all of the features, it's the fact that it's wire-free and has solar charging. That's an absolute game changer. And probably the thing that matters the most to a lot of people is the fact that there's no monthly payment. So without a doubt, I think the S330 eufyCam 3 takes the cake in terms of easy to use and install security camera systems, especially since you can continue adding more of their products within their ecosystem. So if you're interested in checking it out, I'll drop a link down in the description below. And if you enjoyed this video, click the circle above to subscribe for more videos like this one. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.